fam, that's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely.
Today we're doing a movie review for the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie. We literally just watched it and it was absolutely amazing. I have nothing negative to say about this movie.
Yeah, I love the movie. I think it lived up to the hype. This movie was directed by Adam Wingard. He directed a few movies that you guys might remember. He did direct Death Note. That was a straight to Netflix movie, as well as The Guest. You remember we watched The Guest? That was a good movie. And like I said, straight out the gate, it lived up to the hype right off.
I'm not really much of an action movie kind of person, but this one, it really kept you hooked in right from the beginning because the action was just almost immediate.
Right, it kept you on the edge of your seat to try to see what's going to happen next. It wasn't really any dull points to where you'd be like, okay, it's moving slow. It kept rolling.
It was back to back.
One thing that I did like, it showed basically some of the creatures that were defeated by Kong and Godzilla up until the point where they met each other. So I like how they developed some of the characters. If you remember King Kong and Godzilla, they go all the way back to the old black and white film days to where, they're fighting them with cardboard buildings in the background and stuff like that.
But I really liked it. I really like, and I think they've done it in the previous movies too, but they really made it seem like King Kong was almost human. Like he had those human emotions. Right. And I think that really played probably to the audience, including me.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of times in the movies that I was really emotional.
I think because he is, a giant primate, it's kind of easier for them to kind of develop him more as a humanistic type character. And he has more of a connection with the audience. I liked how they introduced Godzilla as well. He's more of a mythical type creature, and I like how they, developed his character.
Godzilla kind of defeated Kong for a little, even though Kong was, like I said, he played on the human emotion, but he did defeat him there for a little bit.
I mean, Godzilla was powerful, and me initially, I automatically picked Godzilla to defeat him anyway. We were talking about this the other day with some of my friends. I thought that
you thought Godzilla would.
I thought Godzilla was. I was team Godzilla.
I thought Kong would because of the human characteristics,
right?
And how they show kind of that sentiment between the little girl and it just in past movies. I mean, he's always been the one that people have rooted for. To win even against the human.
That's true.
Characters. So I really thought that he was going to win. The ending was surprising.
Even though in hand-to-hand combat, I think just, fighting, I think Kong would have an advantage, but Godzilla brings so much more to the table because he does have the short arms and he's not really ready to box. He can't really box with King Kong like that. But like I said, he had the tail. He's blowing nuclear fire out of his mouth.
Yeah, I thought that was unfair.
You know what I'm saying? He got other weapons that he can use against King Kong. King Kong, he got hands and feet. You know what I mean? But he was throwing some haymakers.
He was fighting like he was
haymakers.
A professional boxer.
He was.
And some a kickboxer too.
More like a UFC fighter, yeah. I would say. But Godzilla, he was depicted as the villain in the movie initially, and he was such a great and powerful creature that it was so much that they had to deal with. I don't even think King Kong was really on the same level physically as Godzilla because he had so much other stuff with the nuclear fire or whatever it was coming out of his mouth. But like I said, there were human characters that were very great in the movie as well. I did like the guy Bernie Hayes, who was the brother that played the conspiracy theorist in the movie. He brought a lot of comic relief, and he said a lot of things that were pretty funny. Right. Talked about Admiral Byrd, and he's somebody who explored the Arctic, and he saw different lands and a hollow point in the earth where he said it was different creatures and things of that nature. So it was kind of interesting to see how they developed that within the movie, actually. It was very interesting to see that.
That was the first time that I actually heard of that.
That theory.
That theory at all. He had to kind of, break it down to me. But it's not a far stretch from the imagination because we do live in a vast land, a vast universe. So, I mean, there probably are a lot of areas that are undiscovered or not being talked about.
Right. And there's still so much about the world that we don't know. We kind of just have to go with the, scientific explanation of everything.
And I was going to say, even though this is a science fiction movie, but
right,
still,
Right. I like how they developed the science fiction because they took it all the way to the, to the level that a lot of people have already been talking about as far as, conspiracies and things that are been hidden from us.
So overall, what would you give the movie?
Out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. The only reason why I don't go ahead and give it the full 5 stars is because I wanted more. I wanted to see more of the.
I was satisfied.
Earth. I wanted to see more of the Hollow Earth and
that'll
learn.
probably be next.
Yeah, I wanted to learn more about what they had to say about the Hollow Earth because it was real interesting seeing that. What about you? What would you rate the movie?
I would rate it 5 out of 5 because
5 popcorn bags.
Yeah, I really liked it. Honestly, like this had to be one of the best movies that I've seen this year.
Oh,
even,
yeah, off
even,
tops. Yeah, it was.
even probably, I don't know if it.
I don't even know what else we can compare it to.
Yeah.
Because last year the movie season was kind of depleted due to the pandemic.
It still is.
Right. But up until now, I can't really compare it to another movie that came out in 2021.
Yeah,
so.
this had to be one of the best movies that I've seen.
Best film of the year so far.
Visuals were on point. Characters, like you said, were on point. What I can say is I can tell that they used both Kong and Godzilla to pit against each other. Obviously, that's what the movie is about. However, it kind of correlates to how businesses and like the government and corporation, they kind of put
different groups.
Should we say the groups or races against each other, but what it really came down to is us fighting together against those
against the entities that are pitting us together.
Right.
And I think that was a great message that a lot of people may not catch right off in the movie, but that is like kind of the overall message that coming together and fighting a force that is, trying to destroy both of you guys for their own good.
A man-made,
it's something that that could really be beneficial, you know what I mean? And I like how they put that in the movie. Like I said, we don't want to give away too many spoilers. I don't think we gave away any spoilers up until this point, but some of the other monsters that were in it wasn't just King Kong and Godzilla. So I like how they kind of brought other creatures along in the movie. One of the main monsters in the movie was Mecha, who was the robot type monster, and you remember some of the old black and white films where Godzilla would be fighting one of the robots and stuff as well. That was kind of like Godzilla, he blew the fire and everything like that. So I like how they brought that character in the movie who was very powerful, and that was something that they both had to come together to overcome in the end, which was a corporate entity behind all that, looking for new energy.
Which is mind. I was just about to say that.
Which was crazy how they kind of tied all that in. So I like how they kind of put
There's a lot of messages in it.
Social commentary within the movie as well. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
So once again, just wrapping it up, I think the social commentary, along with the action, along with the science fiction mysteries and conspiracies mixed in with this movie, it just made it, a great gumbo pot.
They played on all emotions, sadness, excitement.
Yeah. Vengeance. You want to make sure that somebody get taken care of in the movie and stuff like that. So it was great.
So anyway, we're going to wrap it up here, but thank you guys so much for tuning in for this review. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.
Ring the bell, too. Ring that bell so we can get some of those notifications when we drop a new video.
Yeah, so we will see you guys in our next video. Bye.